Hello everybody, this is Sara Barry, psychic artist. How are you doing this week? A little bit late this week because lots going on and crazy weather, crazy energy. Everything is starting to move very, very fast, folks. It's so important to get things in order. This is what the full moon was all about, restructuring. Let things go now that are blocking you. Just walk away. Sometimes it isn't really about the fight. It's actually about just letting other people do the fighting. Do you know what I mean? Just walk away. It doesn't have to be all down to you. It's so important right now to realize what your priorities are, what your responsibilities are, and the most important one is to yourself, about being happy, living the best life that you can. This is what I was talking about in the last reading last week. There's a really powerful energy around at the moment, and I do see that things are getting done. Things are getting sorted behind the scenes. Things will be okay. That's what I'm getting as a message from the universe. Something will all come out in the wash. I was doing a reading not so long ago, and I was referring to this energy a little bit like, a never-ending cycle where you want to kind of stop things in mid-flow, and because everything's coming at you, but you kind of got to wait till it all finishes beforehand. Imagine that all the things that are happening right now are part of a within a washing machine. You're stuck in the washing machine with all the clothes, and everything's going round and round and round, and you just want to press that button to stop it. And even when you stop it, you have to wait for the door to click to open. There's always there's these little connections everywhere, timers happening, and this is all about that divine timing, that we have to kind of go through this. I'm getting a big word, recession, here. But recess, time out for many people, time out to consider the way forwards. What is really working? There are some massive hints out there right now, massive signs. I've had some major ones this week. My intuition's been really high, my gut feelings are really strong, which I feel like everyone's are right now. But it's up to you whether you want to hear them, you want to listen to them, if you want to take heed. There's a second opportunity coming here, a very, very important one, which is going to allow many of you to spread your wings. I feel like something is opening up the doors. There's these massive gates about to open that have been one major restriction, and I feel this is to do with travel, okay? I'm seeing lots of flights, lots of departures, lots of returns, people moving, getting where they have to go. A lot of transits happening here in general, and kind of people having to act quickly, because otherwise things could spiral out of control. Okay, now I don't feel like this is anyone needs to panic, as in, I've got to act quickly, Sarah said this, I've got to get on with it, it's just a kind of listening to your intuition, being in that moment where you go, okay, I need to do this now. When I went back to England last year, everything was shut down, and then suddenly it all just opened up, and I was able to go back without, with lesser restrictions as such. Before that, it just felt just like too much effort, It was like, no, this is just, I don't want to go there. And then suddenly this little doorway opened up in a kind of very unexpectedly, and I thought to myself, I kind of felt, I hadn't even considered it until that moment, and something said go back, and I thought, shall I? And then I thought, okay, and then my little mind, as most of ours, the doubts came in, and I started questioning that, and I just said to myself, right, if I'm meant to go, make sure the price is right. And it just happened that they couldn't have been lower. Everything was set up for me the way that it should. Now, the actual trip that I took was kind of a bit offensive in many ways. I got there very easily, but when I got there, I hit a lot of stuff that I had to deal with. However, it did give me what I wished for, which was a break above everything. So, listen to that voice. Things may not pan out the way you always think. Maybe the journey will not be as you considered. Maybe there's more of an adventure along the way. However, you will get what you're asking for. So whatever comes in intuitively right now, whatever sparks an interest, whatever you feel like you have to move on quickly, listen to it, but do it without expectation. Just know what your priority is, know what the biggest wish is and what your goal is. I feel like it's exhausting when we don't listen to our gut. You kind of, the saying that if you listen to your inner self, your soul, you will be able to push, move mountains, but you'll be able to remove some of these heavy weights that you're carrying. Communication is one of the things, and letting go of anger. Start celebrating more. Use the energy you use for anger and to get stress to laugh. I noticed that the other day. I just started belly laughing. It was something so ridiculous. It wasn't even funny, really. It was kind of, I don't know if maybe it was hysteria, but I just felt so angry and so stressed out. And it wasn't really helping. So, really all you're doing is it's good to release, but find something that's a bit more positive, that's going to take you forward. There are some contracts going to be signed. I'm seeing some big governmental, some big announcement coming later this week, around possibly tomorrow. It might be next week it's coming. But I'm seeing some kind of announcement. It's a male doing the announcement and saying, it's something to do with travel again, moving forward, something that is being held back, but there's some big changes coming up. I am seeing prices going through the roof, and again, that could be about acting fast, but then that's to do with all these prices doubling up. But then all of a sudden later on, around August, between August and October, there's going to be all these kind of price drops and everything kind of going downwards because it's not working effectively. There has to be a balance somewhere. It's like, imagine everything's a big casserole at the moment. Everything is kind of all these, everyone's just thrown everything in the pot and we've got to try and sort it out, but we've got to wait till it cooks through before we can eat it and get the best, the best outcome. So sometimes you've just got to let things simmer. So that's, again, let things go. Don't buy too much into it. Don't buy into too much of other people's aggro, too much gossip or hearsay. It's time to let go of the strings, really. There's going to be a lot of the past coming up. You might get some past calls coming through, things you put out there. I'm talking like August last year, I'm getting a sense of leadership and excitement as well. So, hold on to that. If you get those little flutters and you think, ooh, go with it. Again, that's your intuition moving you forwards. There's definitely something shifting tables, shifting alliance going on in the world. And tables turning, okay, they're still happening. Divine timing is in place. Watch addictive behaviour, watch falling back into that, and watch the drain on your time. It's time to take time, but use time effectively. This is really going to be a week of kind of sowing some new seeds and really reorganising, rejuggling, and kind of finding those missing ingredients. I feel like some things will come to mind which, just suddenly give you the answers. The end of the day, we don't have to be the victim of the circumstances, okay? We can take leadership, we can take control, and we can manifest in a positive way. And that was my biggest message to you all, guys. Really use everything in an effective way, in a positive way, because not only will you spread it out to other people, but you will also find you receive it in return. Trust, guys, trust in the big universal plan, and have a great week. If you'd like a private reading with me, get on down to the website. You can have a regular reading monthly on a subscription. You can, I'm doing now Reiki tuition again, which I haven't done for a long time. And you can see that on the website. If you want to do that distantly, that is also possible. It's very effective. It's energy. It works without being, in the same room. Okay, it's all about trust. So if there's something you'd like to do, work with me, collaborate, do get in touch, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye for now.